Marketplace is supported by Putnam Investments, recognizing the value of financial advice since 1937. Putnam Investments, a world of investing. Produced in association with the University of Southern California.
You want numbers? We got numbers. Forget the Dow and the NASDAQ and try this. Our trade gap with China could hit $250 billion this year. The White House says it's sick and tired and it's not going to take that anymore. From American Public Media, this is Marketplace.
Marketplace is supported by Reputation Defender, protecting online privacy by monitoring the web and removing your personal data from websites that sell it. ReputationDefender.com/market. And by Progressive Insurance, helping people shop for car insurance at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com.
From the Frank Stanton Studios in Los Angeles, I'm Kai Ryssdal. It is the 16th of September. Good to have you with us. Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner spent this Thursday on Capitol Hill. China was the subject, the foreign exchange markets, to be specific. Geithner was making the rounds to explain how the Obama administration is just about out of patience. The White House says Beijing has been keeping its currency, the yuan, artificially low, contributing to our massive trade gap. Skeptics say they've heard all those complaints from administrations before. Now, it's put up or shut up time. Our senior business correspondent Bob Moon reports.
University of Maryland economist Peter Morisi says China's cheap currency is back in the spotlight because it's that time of year again.
This is all bluster before the election.
Morisi says neither Congress nor the administration seem willing to go beyond their tough talk. Alabama's Richard Shelby is the ranking Republican on the Senate Banking Committee.
The only question is, why is the administration protecting China by refusing to designate it as a currency manipulator?
Morisi complains it's a worn-out question.
Over and over again, China has taken token steps when interest has flared in the United States, only to back off.
Indeed, Treasury Secretary Geithner admitted as much to Senator Shelby today, even while accusing China yet again of keeping its currency undervalued.
They are moving to let it rise, but not very quickly.
Or not very much, too.
Not very much either.
Even so, Geithner said the administration wants to see a substantial change, quote, over time.
What Secretary Geithner said today was, shame on you, China.
Some experts say the U.S. should seek sanctions from the World Trade Organization, but Morisi warns that could take a year or two with uncertain results. At the Peterson Institute for International Economics, Director C. Fred Bergston suggests other unilateral options, including flooding the market with dollars.
When the Chinese intervene to keep the dollar too strong, we could intervene on the other side to counteract that effect.
Or, he says, slap special tariffs on Chinese goods to make up for their cheap currency. Bergston doubts Beijing would retaliate by selling its substantial investment in U.S. treasuries. He says the financial pain of that would hit the Chinese as much as the U.S. I'm Bob Moon for Marketplace.
Looks like we're about to get a brand new assistant to the president and special advisor to the Secretary of the Treasury for the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Yeah, that's about 15 words to describe what Elizabeth Warren might actually wind up doing at Treasury, setting up that new protection agency. It's widely expected the announcement, perhaps tomorrow, won't be naming her the actual director, though. Running the Protection Bureau is far from the only job set up by the financial reform bill. Hiring people to fill them, though, is proving a challenge for the White House, so they're getting creative. Barbara Rehm is the editor-at-large of American Banker. Barbara, good to have you with us.
It's nice to be here.
What's your sense of the gyrations that the Obama administration seems to be going through to get Elizabeth Warren into this job? Could they have done it without the extended bureaucratic fan dance?
I like that. Fan dance was nice. But I think, in some ways, he kind of backed himself into a corner, Obama did. I think the administration spent so much energy and effort getting the bill passed that they just didn't spend any time figuring out what they were going to do after July 21st. And what he's doing tomorrow, supposedly, is really the best move he can make at this point, because she will at least be in the job. Even though she won't have the independence and the credibility that comes with being a Senate-confirmed appointee, she will be able to start this thing going. And I think she'll be able to establish a culture for the agency.
You have to consider the Senate and the possibility that it was just going to be an ugly confirmation fight.
I agree with that completely, but these nomination hearings are important, particularly on an agency like this, where it's brand new, it's got a new mandate, it's got a big job, and, it's a chance for senators and the nominee to sit and talk about it.